Hi, I'm Stephen Hann from Archery Supplies. I want to talk about my first experiences in the Vegas entering South Pointe Casino, which is where the Vegas shoot is, and what you've got to do and how it's all laid out. So the first thing is South Pointe Casino is a huge casino. They do equestrian horse events there. It's massive. It's on the main drag. You can't miss it. So if you think you don't have a street directory, don't worry, you cannot miss this casino. It's huge. So when you rock up there, there's signs there saying, welcome to the Vegas shootout. Out the front, looks fantastic. And there are heaps of people carrying bows. I mean, you walk into this casino and there's people gambling. There's, all the people gambling and poker machines and blackjack tables. The girls wearing the skimpy outfits, handing drinks to people. Not that I saw that, because I didn't see that. I don't know, I'm in trouble already, so I'm not even going to say I saw that. I said it. I get in so much trouble. I really do. I really do. So then you're walking around, you're trying to find where to go. And you bump into other archers because they're holding their bows. Now, I'm not holding my bow, I'm just walking in there to scope out the place to go, where do I go to register, what do I have to do? But there's people there with their bows wandering around lost. So the first people I walk up to was a lady and her son. They were from Canada. God, I hope I got that right. I'm sure you're from Canada. And they said, do you know where to go? I said, no, I'm from Australia. I've got no idea. So I followed them and we were lost together. And we walked up this big stairs. There's elevators there and big Las Vegas, welcome to the Las Vegas shootout. And you basically follow the bows. When I say there's people carrying bows, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of people carrying bows around. It's just in a casino. It's amazing. It's just amazing. You get there and I felt at home. I was like, oh my God, I'm in archery heaven, right? So you go upstairs and on your right-hand side, there's a registration desk. It's got about 6 lanes. There's really there's 1 or 2 people lined up. And the lady said, you've got to register. She said, you've got to register today. I think she was wrong. I think you can register on the day of the event. I think you can register on Friday, but check that out. On the left-hand side, there is food for sale through the casino. You walk through the main doors and there's a vendor display. So you'll see PSE right at the front door, Reinhardt's, Matthews to the right. To the left, you'll see Shrewd. And there's lots, there's the National Field Archery Association selling clothing. They had a huge display of clothing. Hoyt is there. Hoyt is selling clothing really cheap there. I don't know how much their clothing is normally. Either Hoyt's cheap there or the National Field Association is expensive, because Hoyt was half the price of the National Field Archery Association. But they do have, obviously, the Vegas, I was shot in Vegas t-shirts. I'm going to get the price wrong, $40. Hoyt shirt, $20. What you need is I shot Vegas with a Hoyt t-shirt, or I shot Vegas with a PSE t-shirt. There's a business. But there's a whole bunch of vendors there. Like Victory Arrows, Gold Tip is there, Stabilizer people, Bowfinger, which I thought was interesting. Obviously Shrewd. There was a few other stabilizers there, which I didn't look at because there was too many people there. I kind of think I've got enough stabilizers already. There was another one there I looked at and I was like, they do pretty colors. I was kind of interested in them, but I didn't pursue it further. I might pursue it further later. So lots of vendors, which is always good to catch up and say hi. I'm Stephen Hann from Australia, because they kind of know you. Like I went up and met Kevin from Spot Hog. I think Kevin's the owner. I'm sorry, Kevin, if you are the owner. And I said, I think you're the owner. I'm pretty sure he's the owner. So I just introduced myself. Hi, I'm Stephen. You send me all the boxes of stuff all the time. He's like, oh, I've never met you before. Okay, so now he's got a face to the name. That's all I really do. Hi, I'm Stephen. You send me stuff. Because they've got customers there, like I know their product range. Then to the right of that is a big round grandstand. obviously used for equestrians, and that's where they do the major shootout. That's where the pros shoot with black targets, and that's where the shoot-off occurs for the people who are trying to get the 300 score. And now in practice days, you can shoot in any venue at all. You can go down there and shoot in that venue if you want. Now my question was, where are all the other venues? Because there's actually 2 other shooting venues and a 24-hour shooting venue. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 venues to shoot arrows to practice in. And I didn't know where they were, but I managed to find them. So the first one was just before the registration desk. God, I hope I got that right. To the right. Now there was no signs. It would have been nice if there were a sign to say C and D in this way. The other group was to the left of the vendors. So you go where the vendors are, and there's doors through there you have to actually walk through. Once again, no signs. And there was, so they shoot in the middle, and they have targets either side. I'm going to say the main arena probably had 50 targets. I'm going to say the arena where I practiced probably had 120, 130 targets. I'm going to say the other arena probably had 100, maybe 200 targets. A lot of targets. Now the first thing with Vegas, the targets are on the ground. They're actually not held up high like a feeder target. So you're actually aiming down low, which took me by surprise. I didn't expect that. Now the practice venues, so you go and register, and all you do is you register is you say, "Hi, I'm Stephen Hann," and they just tick you off. That's all. They do not do equipment check. There's no equipment check. So once they tick you off, you can just go to any of the venues and shoot. Now, when I registered for the Vegas shoot, there was an option of a express pass, which was twice the price of a normal pass. I've got no idea what that's for, because these venues all shot in sequence. So you shoot the lower arches first, the top arches second. You just go and grab a target. There's a box of targets. You pin it up to wherever there's a spare spot on the target. So one target button might have one target face. So you either want to go high or low. You stick it there. And if you're shooting, I was shooting target 53 today. I was shooting 53 low, left. So when they ring the bell, you've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to shoot 3 arrows. They just ring a bell. There's no shooting line like feeder where you've got to stand behind. They just ring the bell. You call up to the line. They then blow a whistle, and you've got 2 minutes to shoot your arrows. That simple. You shoot your arrows. They come back. They blow the whistle. 2 minutes goes on the shooting line, and the top target then they shoot their arrows. That simple. Literally that simple. It wasn't complex. It was a very simple. They had one person high up who would ensure both sides of the field is clear, and they had one judge on either side to ensure it was clear, and he or she stuck up a sign to say it was clear, so the person sitting up the top could see these 2 green signs being held. And that was it. Nice and simple. It ran really, really well, and it ran very quick. So it's not like you're waiting to shoot. It's not like there's no targets to shoot. There are plenty and plenty of spots in whichever hall you want to shoot in. Now I'm going to say the hall I shot in was actually quite warm. So I had a t-shirt on, I had this top on, and I was actually quite warm. Now the other arena on the left-hand side from the shooters I found quite cold. So I'd probably want a t-shirt under this shirt as well. So tomorrow, depending which arena I'm shooting in, I'm 117D. So I'm shooting target 117D. I'm guessing that's the 4th. I'm guessing it's A, B, C, D. So I'm guessing I'm shooting 4th bottom. And I guess the next day it'll move to the top. I guess. So. But nice and simple. So on the day, so I shoot at 3 o'clock. You just basically rock up at 3 o'clock, grab your target, and stick it on the target. Simple, easy. Shoot your arrows. Apparently it gets scored electronically and on paper. So there'll be one person of the 4 with electronic, like an iPad, which is supplied by the Vegas shootout people. And there'll be another person writing on paper the scores to ensure they are double checked. Nice and simple. I'm going to say the people to shoot with were really, really nice. There were a whole, like, so many different bows. I'm going to say there was so many PSE bows, and people are going to say you're PSE biased. And a couple of people said that to me there, and they said, but you're fair. There was a lot of PSE bows at this shoot at Vegas. It surprised me. I'm going to say PSE may have been 40% of the bows. There was a lot of PSEs. Hoyt and PSE, probably on similar numbers. There were a few, Matthews would have been, I would have said I saw maybe 4 Matthews, 5 Matthews, not many, like couldn't count the Hoyts and PSEs. I saw 2 Martin bows being shot. I saw 2 win compounds being shot, which was interesting. One black and one the flame. A few different recurves being shot. Some win, some Hoyt. I saw 2 Botex being shot. Probably saw 3 elite bows being shot. How many primes did I see? I saw 1 prime. So prime numbers are right down. I didn't see any obsession. And then you've got the other brands. But I'm going to say PSE and Hoyt were the 2 main brands being shot. Then after that, I would have expected there to be a lot more Matthews at the event. I would have expected there to be a lot more elite bows at the event, given that elite's profile last year was huge. I'm going to say most people were shooting fat arrows. The arrows I saw being shot was pretty much the Victory 23s were being shot. I was shooting Victory 27s. I saw a fair few gold tips being shot. There were a few Eastern aluminiums, but they were definitely on the lower side. The Fletchings being shot, that was a bit of a mix between feathers and vanes. I'm going to say most of the people had lots of weight on their stabilizers. There were definitely kids shooting there. So this little girl came up to me and she said, "Can I have a photo with you?" I was like, "What?" And Dad said, "Oh, she watches your YouTube videos." I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, that's fine. She was like little and she's shooting next to me. I was like, she was shooting this little white Hoyt. She was shooting really well, and I shot with this girl shooting a PSE Appeal, black Appeal recurve. She was shooting really well with that. I'm going to say it's mainly men shooting. There were definitely kids there shooting, but mainly men. Obviously women shooting, but men account for, I'm going to say, at least 80% of the shooters. I don't know if it's the time slot I was practicing in as well, where the kids had already left. But I would have expected there to be more kids shooting. Maybe the price tag keeps the kids away. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see many of the little kids. Like the 14-year-olds, 16-year-olds shooting. There was some, but not many. Like 1 or 2. But that was it. I was just impressed with their whole. A couple of signs would help, but overall, just fantastically run. The people there, the archers are so friendly, so friendly, and they'll tell you about where they shoot, what their club's like, what they shoot, like their 3D shoots, their leagues which they have. They run leagues, which we don't have in Australia. I'm going to say it's more professional in the US than Australia, but Australians probably would take that the wrong way. I think Australia, we mainly would shoot QREs, which are qualifying ranking events, which are 50 meters at a small face, 80 centimeter face. That's the main thing we shoot. In America, they seem to shoot a lot of indoor. They shoot indoor a lot, and a lot of 3D. That's what I took from the Vegas shoot, was big. But there was people from all around the world. So impressive. So tomorrow we go back and we shoot some real arrows and we see how it goes. I'm Stephen Hann. Thanks for shooting. Thanks for watching. And if you can get a chance, go and do it. I mean, it costs money to do, obviously. It's not cheap, especially if you live in Australia or in a country overseas, but just the experience, it blew me away. It really did. I got in there and I was like, what? All these people carrying bows, like in a casino, just to be seen. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm hopefully do some video of it tomorrow, because I just find the whole event just fascinating. The vendor displays were interesting. And what a great location, a casino. You know, you can go and get lunch, food, drinks, whatever, gamble. But it's so busy. The car park's packed. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow because car parks are a premium. I think they have a multi-story car park as well, which I didn't venture into, but very, very impressed by the overall event. So, and the people there are so friendly. Anyway, I'm Stephen Hann from Archery Supplies. If you get a chance, go down, try out an event. If you get a chance, have a shot. You know, I'm 49. This is the first time I've shot Vegas. Even if you don't expect to win, and you know, I don't expect to win. I would like to shoot well. I'd like for the nerves to be good. I'd like those arrows to go in the center. But you take your good shots and you take your bad shots. And yeah, hopefully you have a good time. And I had a great time today meeting all these people and just shooting arrows and talking about archery. I mean, and you get to see people from all around the world. That's amazing, really is. Thanks for watching and enjoy.